Hi, my name is Paul, and today I'm going to show you how to build your own custom reliability insights dashboard. Today, we're going to go step by step on how to build a custom tile within Reliability Insights in Blameless. I have here on your screen a custom board that I've created with a variety of different options in terms of different graphs and different outputs that we want to keep track of, but we're going to walk through how to actually create one from scratch. So I'm going to go ahead and add a new tile here. I'll go and select Incident Management. We'll be focusing on incident data for this tile. Go ahead and click Confirm, and we'll have our new tile built right here. I'll go and select Build Tile Query, and this is where I can start picking and choosing what fields I'll need to have the final output that I'm looking for. So the use case that we're going to go through here is a very simple one, maybe something that you're already tracking today. But we can go ahead and also discuss other use cases at a later time if you'd like. But for today, we're going to walk through looking at incidents over the last 28 days by incident type, and we're going to kind of incorporate severity somehow in this graph as well. So with that use case in mind, I'm going to go ahead and select some fields that I know that I'm going to need. So I'm going to go ahead and select incident number, just so I can differentiate between different records. I'm going to go ahead and select incident type since we do want to incorporate incident type and have that displayed within this tile. Look at severity labels since we do want to incorporate severity somehow. I want to select incident created, so a date field, so I can then filter off of this field to then limit this within the last 28 days. And then I like to include incident description just so I know what I'm looking at. And then perhaps we'll also select incident status. I'll say incident status is probably optional, but I'll kind of walk you through why you might want to use that for this tile. So I'll go and click next, and we're going to take a look at all the data associated with these various fields. So the first thing I want to do here is because we want to look at all incidents for this tile over the last 28 days, I'm going to go ahead and start filtering out this incident created column. So I can go and select this filters icon, and I can do rolling window. And in this case, I'll do the last 28 days. You can also do specific dates if you'd like. So you could do between. If you want to do anything past a certain date, maybe looking at the current year, you can also do that as well. In this case, we're looking at the last 28 days. So I'll go ahead and select apply. And that's going to reduce the number of records I have here based off that time frame. Now, the first thing I want to do here after that is I want to look at the incidents and maybe get a count of incidents by the type. So what I can do then here is I can come here to the aggregation icon, and I can go and select and group this data. And by doing so, we'll have only the unique values being shown here for the incident types. And if we look at incident created, and you can go and change the way that some of these other fields are being displayed, we can get at least one of these fields to show a count. In this case, we have 1 of cloud operations, 2 for compliance, 46 for customer incident, etc., etc. So we can go and leave it on this. If you want to go ahead and have it for another field, we can go ahead and click that aggregation icon again, and then we can go and select the right one. And again, you'll see here that these two columns will have the same values. Not important, but you just need at least one column showing you a count, so that way we can understand. Now at this point, if I want to go and click next, I can go and select a number of different visualization options. So the one that I have in mind is a stacked bar, which we will show you here in a second. So I'm going to go and click back. And the next thing I want to do here is that I want to differentiate the severities. So since we want to do a stacked bar graph, I want to look at the number of incidents, have that as or the number of incidents based off of the incident type, having the incident type as my x-axis, and then my y-axis showing the number and having that broken down by severity. So I'll now need to understand how many of the incidents are in each severity. So I can come here, and I'm also going to group this column as well. So here we're going to have our severity labels set up, and you'll have multiple values of the same ones here, multiple values of the same ones here, but these are all unique, trust me, because you see here that this one is customer incident, but only for Sev zeros, and that gives us 38. These are customer incidents only for Sev ones. That's going to show you 7. And then maybe we want to only look at the resolved incidents. So we don't care about the ones that are currently open. We just want to look at the the resolved ones. So I'll go ahead and have this equal to resolved. I'll apply that, and that'll also reduce the number of items here as well. So here, now that we have our data in a satisfied state, I'll go ahead and click Next. We'll go and select our visualization option. And like I was saying before, for the x-axis, I want to select incident type. The y-axis, we want to select a field that has this count next to it because we're looking for, a value of the count of incidents. So we can either do the incident number, incident created. We'll just say incident number for this one. And then we do want to stack this by severity, right? So we look at severity label here. And by doing so, this will now give us the incident types being displayed here on the x-axis, and then the count of those incidents on the y. If I hover over this one example, you'll see here that we have 29 Sev zeros, which is color-coded this darker blue, 4 Sev ones here at the top, and then 0 for Sev 2 and 0 for Sev 3. You'll see some other ones here to give you some other views as well. And that's it. I'll go and click Finish. And just for some finishing touches, I will go ahead and edit this tile, and then we'll call this Incidents Stacked by Severity. And then for this, maybe I'll do last 28 days. And save. And now we've created our own custom tile, having it pre-configured within this dashboard, so I can use this to maybe provide insights on the incidents that we're seeing within the last 28 days in a meeting of some sort, or we're doing some sort of planning to understand where we're seeing a lot of issues in, how we can reallocate or allocate resources to the appropriate efforts. So that's all I have for y'all today. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to support@blameless.com. If you're already a customer, feel free to reach out to your customer success manager. They'll be happy to help you out and answer any questions there. And if you found this video very helpful, we have more videos about the common use cases that we'll see with custom reliability insights dashboards that we would recommend to SRE teams, engineering teams, DevOps teams. So feel free to check those out, and I'll see you there. Thanks, everyone.